Hey guys, you're welcome to the Black History Buff channel. This is Stephanie, your girl. Happy New Year to you all. How has it been thus far? It's been a few days and I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful about how this year is going to turn out. What about you? Stay tuned as I bring to you historical facts. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification bell, and do follow us on social media as well. I feel you all should know that our video will be taking a different turn. Today, we will be talking about two lives, two peculiar lives. I'm talking about the silent twins. Gibbons and Jennifer Gibbons are twins, identical twins who grew up in Wales, and they are quite peculiar because they only communicated with each other only, and that is why we refer to them as the silent twins. This is a story of two girls who shook their world because of the strong emotional connections they had. I hope that you enjoy learning about this unique story today. June and Jennifer were born 11th of April 1953. They were identical twins, born in Barbados to Caribbean migrants, Aubrey and Gloria Gibbons, who relocated to the United Kingdom in the 1960s. Being the only black children in the community didn't help much as they were discriminated upon. This is a common experience in those days. As we all know, the black community and the white folks did not really like each other. So I feel it also made them depend on each other solely, and it was both of them against the world. This was an experience that proved very traumatic for the little girls, and it made them withdraw from the world and focused on each other. And they spoke only to their younger sister Rose and each other. As time progressed, the girls continued schooling, but at this point refused to write or read. In 1974, during a routine school vaccination trip, a medic noticed their withdrawn and passive nature and referred them to a psychologist. Both girls began seeing not just a therapist, but several attempts were made to get them to communicate with other people apart from themselves. Eventually, both went to separate boarding schools, but rather than help the situation, it made them more withdrawn. So it was as though nothing was working to get them to not depend on each other so much and get them to communicate with other people or other children like them. When they finally got united, they spent a lot of time in isolation, creating plays, playing with dolls, sometimes recording some of their acts and sending it to their sister Rose. They got journals as Christmas present and started writing. In fact, they took courses on creative writing, and they pooled benefits, unemployment benefits, in order to publish their work on the story about a Pepsi Cola addict. But other efforts to publish other works proved futile. So it turned out that their dream as writers were being truncated due to some forces they could not control. Unfortunately, as teenagers, they began taking drugs, abusing drugs, depending on alcohol, adding crimes, petty crimes to their list, which landed them in a high security mental hospital. These girls were sentenced to indefinite detention and remained under the Mental Health Act of 1983. They remained at this mental health hospital for 11 years. June blames their indefinite silence to the number of years they spent at the mental hospital. I think I get it now. I kind of understand why they remain silent for so long. I'm trying to imagine what they must have gone through at the mental hospital. They were placed on high doses of antipsychotic medication. They were unable to concentrate, and eventually Jennifer developed a neurological disorder resulting in involuntary repetitive movement. Both girls had a belief that unless one of them died, the other would never be free. During their long stay at the hospital, they spoke at length about this belief of theirs, and Jennifer decided to sacrifice herself. The twins were transferred from Broadmoor to Caswell Clinic in 1993, where Jennifer died. She was taken to the hospital where she died of sudden inflammation of heart. After investigations were carried out, it turned out that there were no foul play. There was nothing out of the ordinary that led to Jennifer's death. After Jennifer's demise, June was quoted saying, "I'm free at last, liberated, and at last Jennifer has given up her life for me." June has gone on to lead a seemingly normal life without any psychiatric help. That is strange, very strange, because after her sister's death, it turned out that she could live normal. She could relate with people and carry out day-to-day activities like the average human being. In the media, the lives of both June and Jennifer have gone to inspire several production of movies, songs, and plays. It's a testament to the fact that there are unexplainable bonds between us far greater than what we can fathom. Guys, what do you think of today's video? I said it from the beginning that it's going to take a different direction, and this is it. This is the Silent Sisters. There was more about them, so you may want to do your own research to understand what happened between two sisters, why they refused to communicate with other people and were completely silent and dependent on each other. And then they also believed that they would only be free if one of them died, and eventually one of them did die, and the other, June, lived like a normal person, which is kind of strange, very strange. And then it goes to show that there are a lot of things that we would never be able to explain. Maybe sometime in the future, maybe I'll do a video about this, telling you how it happened. So what do you think of this video? Let me know in the comment section below. I want to know what you think of June and Jennifer. I want to know what you think of twins. I love twins. I've always loved them. I want to have twins. Also, if you have one or two amazing black people of influence and power you would like us to talk about, please let us know. Do not forget to join the village. Get exclusive access to history you've not had before. These are things they will not teach you in school. These are things you will not just learn by going through your Twitter pages and Instagram pages. You need to join the village to get all of this information. I'm in the community, so why not join me? Do not forget to follow us on social media. Let's keep up with each other. I don't think we're friends yet, so just follow us on all of our social media pages, whichever one you like. Finally, guys, it's bye for now. See you next video.